has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And he'll... First down. It's Shaw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, it's Shaw. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. He'll buy some time right. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Cannon. And 3 yards there. Takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
From the 45 on second down. Watson gets it to his running back, Cannon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set. 19. Check 56. Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. On the carry, it's Cannon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Collins. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On
3rd down, it's Cannon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Trenton Cannon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Cannon. And he coughed it up, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. On 1st down, Shaw. And a short gain down to about the 33. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give, right side. It's Shaw, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 He's checking. He's checking.
Allen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get you take it downfield and punch it in on you. That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run with Cannon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Cannon. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Grant. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will run with Grant. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now Watson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And it's complete to Martin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Allen now to throw again. On the move to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Allen going to go on fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey. Watch out.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A 67-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
That's it, baby. That's it. You're set. Play take. 1-5-4. Down to lose one. Hold the look. Hold. Down and go.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go back to Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set. 19. Mike 54. Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Cannon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch 54. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 54. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get your flag. Go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
54, right there, 54 miles.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 13. Check 13.
Left side caught by Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs, 89 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Watson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Rip left. 36. Switch. 56, pull it, now. Hayward. Set up.
On 1st down, Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Focus, defense, focus. Check.
To the air, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second down now. It's Shaw at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let it go.
And the blitz does come. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Out to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you, Pop.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Josh Malone, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Go. Let's flow, let's flow. White 56, ball over. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. What?
Now Allen shoves him away. And some strong running. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to this.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Hawkinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers' thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Shaw. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Allen off the bootleg. He finds an opening past the 40. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Washington.
Hey, ready, go. Big stop, let's go.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And the Redskins first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on.
Start the year ends at 11, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our Brandon Gaudin, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.